Welcome to this short video on infoHR. infoHR is part of a range of apps which enhance the core infoRouter document management software. All of the tools have a simple, intuitive interface which needs no training. It really is document management made easy. infoHR is a secure method to send documents to employees, partners, or third-party organizations. It comes into its own when you really need to be sure a document has been delivered and the recipient has read it. In other words, traceable document delivery. It was originally developed to transmit confidential HR documents to employees, but it can also be used to send invoices, purchase orders, contracts, or any other important document. Using unsecure delivery methods like email or file sharing tools like Google Drive, Dropbox, etc. can be risky, and ultimately you don't know where your data is being held. Using infoHR, you're in full control of your valuable documents and data. infoHR has two types of user. The admin user, this is the party wishing to transmit the document, and the recipient, in other words the person receiving the document. The key features of the admin interface are the ability to quickly set up a group of users. Now, to set up a user you'll require their email address, their contact information, and most importantly their mobile phone number. Once a user is created, we can upload documents. This can be done manually, i.e. on a per document per user basis, or as an automatic bulk upload from another system, perhaps a payroll system or a finance system. Once a document has been sent, we can easily run reports to check documents have been delivered and read. We can also check the exact date when a document was viewed. Now let's consider the recipient interface. Firstly, the recipient will get an email notification advising them that a document has been sent to them. When they click on the link in the email, they'll be asked to log on to the infoHR portal with their username and password. As security is a really important part of infoHR, the user will be sent a text message containing a unique code. To gain access, they'll have to enter the code. This two-factor authentication logon process is similar to how many internet banking applications apply an extra layer of security. Once logged in, the user can quickly view their documents and download a local copy if required. The user interface is very simple, so there's no training required. And as it's got a built-in viewer, the user can view most common PC file types without the native application being present on their PC. Okay, so let's have a look at infoHR for real. First thing we're going to do is open up our demo portal, and we're going to log on as sysadmin, and what we're actually going to do is create a new user and upload a sample document. But before we do that, let's have a quick look round. You can see here we've got a number of departments set up, and these could obviously be internal departments, or they could relate to external suppliers or organisations. In this case we'll look at IT, and you can see we've got a number of users set up already. If we highlight a user, we can look at all the information about that user. In this case, employee number, payroll number, mobile phone, which is really important because this is how we send out the notification messages and unique logon code. And you can also see how they want to be notified. We can also look at the address and any documents that we've sent to that user, and you'll notice here we've got a number of ticks, meaning that those documents have been sent and received. Lastly, you'll notice this user is active, and you'll see a little sort of green traffic light next to that user. If we have a red traffic light, that means the user information's been uploaded, but we've not made that user active yet. So you can see this user hasn't been activated. Okay, so what we're going to do is create a new user, and we will load a sample CSV file. Now the CSV file could actually contain just one user. It could contain hundreds of users. In this case it's one user. So we'll open it up, and here's the user. Just to show you what the CSV file looks like, it's just a absolutely bog standard CSV file. So we've loaded that up, and now we're going to process it. So it gives us a quick preview of what we're about to load, and you can see that it imports correctly. It would error, by the way, if you've for example selected a user with an email address that already exists, or a payroll number or a mobile phone number that already exists. So there's some built-in error checking when we upload it. And now if we have a quick look, you can see we have a new user, and you'll notice that that user hasn't been activated yet, and we can look at the address, and obviously there's no documents sent yet to that user. So we're going to make that user active, and we'll save the change, and we'll now see that it goes sort of an amber colour, and this is because the user is active but they haven't actually logged on and used the system yet. So we can now activate all the users, and we are ready to go with that particular user. So what we're going to do is upload a couple of sample documents, and again we're going to just browse to our desktop, and we'll pick up an expenses form, and we'll upload that, and let's pick up another one, and we'll pick up a company handbook. Now these can be uploaded automatically, so if you've got a finance system outputting invoices or purchase orders, or maybe you've got a payroll system outputting pay slips, for example, these can be uploaded automatically in the background. Obviously we're doing it manually in this case. So basically we've created a user and we've uploaded a couple of documents. We can also look at the reports section here, so we can have a look at all the documents that have been viewed. So we need to select a department. So let's have a look at motorsport. Now we've just created this department, and hopefully it shows that we've got some documents that have been uploaded, but you'll notice they've not been viewed. So if we look at the user log, or the view log, or the user log, you'll notice that those documents haven't been viewed. In a minute, when we log in as a user and we actually view those documents, obviously you'll see that this report changes. If we pick a department where things have been viewed, so let's generate a report there, you can see all these different documents have been sent and they've been viewed. So this is really useful information. It tells us that a document has gone, and we can also see obviously when people have physically looked at documents. So what we'll do now is have a quick look at the user interface, and we'll log on as the user we've just created, Valentino Smith, and we'll have a look at those documents that we've just sent. Okay, so now let's have a look at the recipient or the user interface. So this is the person receiving the actual document. If you remember, we sent a document to Valentino Smith. So he'll actually get an email inviting him to join the portal because this is the first time he's used it, and it actually gives him a temporary email address, so we'll make a copy of that, We'll log in now using the URL it gives us. So we need to put in our payroll number, and we'll put the temporary password in. So now we'll enter a new password. And it clarifies here the mobile phone number. Obviously this is really important because it's going to send us a unique code in a second to that number, and also clarifies our email address. So if we hit save, and if you listen carefully, hopefully you'll hear the unique text message pop up on my mobile phone in a second. So basically infoHR uses a two-factor authentication process, and the text message is actually sent to the mobile phone that is registered when the user's set up. So we can't log on until we enter that text message. So in a second we'll receive a text message. I don't know if you heard that on my mobile phone. So we'll now enter that. And now the user gains access to their portal. So that's a really important part of infoHR, is the two-factor authentication. And to view the documents, we simply click on the specific document. And actually this is a Word document, and you can see the viewer here is handling that, even though I haven't got Word necessarily loaded on this PC. And the second one here, we've got a spreadsheet. So our viewer will cover all the sort of standard Office applications like Word, Excel, PDF, that sort of thing. We can also filter as well. So if we had a big list of documents in here and we wanted to just look for handbooks, you know, we can filter by typing in some of the word, and it'll obviously show the document. We can also download a local copy of the document as well. So you know, if we're allowed to, we can actually pick up a local copy of that specific document. So obviously we've viewed these documents now. That'll show up in the System Administrator portal, so the sender will know that we've received those documents and viewed them. But this is pretty much it in terms of the user interface. It's very, very simple to use. Really no training needed, and it's pretty intuitive. So now we'll go back and have a quick look at the admin portal, just to show that we've now viewed the files, and that'll close off this quick demo of infoHR. Okay, so let's finish off by having a look at the sysadmin interface again, just to show that the documents we sent have been successfully viewed. And we'll sign in again as sysadmin. So if we have a quick look at the user, you'll notice now the traffic light is green. That means that the user is active and they've actually logged in and looked at documents. And if we now go to the reporting section and we select our user, and we can validate what that user has viewed. So if we generate a report, and you can see now the two documents that we've sent have been successfully viewed. So we can see the date they were sent and the date where they were viewed. And if we look at the logon, we can see that that specific employee logged on at this time on this particular date. So we've really closed the loop. We know we've sent the document, we know the user's logged on, and we know that they've viewed that document. And that's the whole purpose of infoHR, to securely send and deliver documents. We hope this demo has been useful. If you'd like more information, please contact us at Document Genetics, and we'll be happy to give you a demo or give you access to our demo server to evaluate infoHR for yourself.